Okay, guys, I don't know how much we lost on that, but I want to come back to this. We two-step stamped this with our delightful wishes. We did the stem, the leaves, the detailed, and the solid. And that's what we have down here. The colors that I used were basic gray. The leaves are done in old olive. The solid stamp is bubble bath. And then berry burst is the, what is it? It is the detailed. All right. Again, all the measurements can be found on my website. I'm really sorry that you couldn't see everything, and I will run in real quick and make sure everything just goes off. Sometimes it is just so frustrating. And I have to say, the wind is really blowing extremely hard here. So I'm going to just try to get this done so I won't lose anybody again. And thank you for coming on to my Facebook. Again, so sorry about having the wind go out. It did tell me that I had a power outage. So I'm going to just try to get this done as fast as possible. On the inside, I want to let you know that this all comes from the Label Me Grateful, the thank you, and also the little kindness. And then I did the exact same thing with all the flowers on the front. So now I am just going to put this on the back. Leave a little room. And again, all the dimensions that you need are on my blog. Please feel free just to go there. And I want to let you know again, my name is Kevon. I'm from www.ktstamps.com, and I love creating cards for you. So that's what we have. All right, and if something popped out, this is the sketch that we are using today. So thank you again for being here. I really appreciate it. And for everybody who's watching, thank you for watching today. And again, I'm going to try to go just a little bit faster, even though I was not ready for this. And I didn't think that we would have such a windstorm going on. So I will watch my screen just a little bit more in case I go out again. So yes, if you see that we have two different parts, two different videos going on, we have. There you go. Just putting that to the side instead of at the bottom. I wanted to put something at the top. Get these little dimensionals out of the way. We'll bring in our flat pearls. Love these. I think these are absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to pick up the pace a little bit, so I'm going to use the big one. I really like having a accent or an embellishment on the sentiment, and then I am just putting two down, which kind of drops it towards the flowers itself. So this is my first card. So again, that's what it's going to look like. And before I go, in this, I mixed alcohol and I mixed Winka Stella. And I am going to give it just a little bit of a spray and give it a little bit of a shine. So you just shake it up, and I put this whole pen inside here. And I add, when I get low again, before I fill it back up with some alcohol, I go ahead and stick it back in my bottle. All right, so you can see that I got a little bit of shine going on. And that is our card. All right, so here's 2 cards down. And our last one coming up, again, is done with Label Me Grateful. It is done with Florals in Bloom Designer Series paper. And I just picked out this color. And remember, on these, they have some type of a floral design on the front, and then some type of another darker design on the back. You've seen this before. Love this paper. Here we have something that looks like this. Okay, flowers. And again, it just has a nice little design on the back. The flowers are absolutely beautiful. This is a card that we are making today. And again, what I did on this one is that I took the pattern and I just thought I had about a half or a quarter of an inch on both sides. So I just added a half an inch on this side. That's all I did. And so I just wanted to change the look up just a little bit. So here I have my basic white. Let me start all over again. We are going to have, this is summer, oh, why don't I know what this is? One of the end colors, Summer Splash, I think. This is Shamrock, and this is part of our Designer Series paper. And then I have 2 different pieces of basic white. This one I'm just going to put on the side instead of putting it on the bottom. So I am just going to do that right now. Somewhere all my tape has disappeared. Oh, here we are. My adhesive. I cannot find my silicone pad, so I'll just bring in a silicone pad that is not Stampin' Up, but just know that it is what I would use if I was using my silicone pad from Stampin' Up. Okay. And this is just going to go on the side. Sorry, I got lots of little goobers on it. There we go. Just put this by the side. And then I'll just adhere it to the, I think it is called Summer Splash. If not, please somebody correct me. Please, please. This is just going to go inside. Oh boy. I have a lot of tape that's coming off. I'll come back out and give it a nice little wipe down in just a few minutes. There we go. So that's what our inside looks like. Then I'm just going to add on the white for the front. Oh boy, this must be, I must not have washed it in the last couple of days. I don't know if you can see, if you don't wash your silicone pads, there's stuff that gets all over it. And I have to tell you, I have it all over it. Oh my God. Some of this I can hide with the Designer Series paper, but some of this I can't. So I have to bring it back in, but I'm going to try to find a corner. And what I did is that because this is about 3/4 of an inch, I thought this was about 1/4 of an inch, so I just tried to keep this right by the side. And that's all I did. And then I just lined this up with the outside, and I felt like it gave me about 1/4 of, or 1/2 of an inch. And then I'm just going to cut this off so this looks like it is even. And that's all I did. So that's where we get the inside. And then I'm changing up what I'm doing, but of course I have to do my doctor because I put this down a little bit too soon. And I knew as soon as I was going to do it that I probably would just do this. So now I'm just taking this apart. It's going to tear just a little bit. But I'm going to add some of this Timid Tiger ribbon. And I'm just going to hold it up just for a minute. Let me see if I can get the whole thing off. It's going to be better if I do. And I will tell you, this is one of the reasons that yikes, that this gets sticky because of what I'm about to do. So I got this all ready. So I'm going to stick this towards the side. Oh, keep on. Here we go. All right, I have that. And now I'm just going to take this and put this across. Added just a little bit more than what I needed. And I'm just going to bring in some tape and tape this down. And then I'm bringing back in the tape again, and I'm just taping it right over top. And even though I taped this down, I want to make sure that I get everything laying down so I won't have to tear it off again. Oh my goodness. I get so excited. All right, so from here, we are going to bring in You're the Best, and this was stamped with Secret C. And I'm going to put my dimensionals on the back of this little label. And we are still hanging in there, even though the wind, it comes and goes right now. My trees were bending over backwards. They're not bending over backwards anymore, so this is really a positive thing. And I hope you can see. So I added dimensionals onto this. And again, guys, if you're watching me on YouTube, whoop whoop, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Give me a like. I love likes. I really do. I'm going to just put this right in the middle here. And then I'm going to tie a bow. Now, how I tie bows is that I always leave it on my stool. And I do a knot. Then I go around just like you do when you're tying your shoes. And I put it through. And this type of I think this is a faux linen. This works out really, really well. Now, all I do is that I make it the size that I want. And then I give both ends a little bit of a little cut. And that's my bow. And then I have a glue dot, and I just put my glue dot on the side. If it's a big bow, I usually try to put a couple, but this one will do. And all I'm going to do is put it down. So then it looks like it is, I should probably put it a little further to the end, but I just went with it anyway. And then I am adding my, I think it's Summer Splash. Putting one up here, and then I got another one down here, and then I just want to put one up higher in the corner. There we go. And again, still using the 2004-2006 in color flat pearls. So that's what we have. No spray or anything. That's it. That's our 2 cards that we are doing today. And let me bring out my other cards so you can see them. Those are the 2 cards I did today. There you go. I think they're beautiful. I love this design, and I have more for this design for next week too. So I think it's absolutely beautiful. Well, I hope you guys do too. And I thank you very much for being with me. Thank you for whoever is online right now. I absolutely really appreciate you watching. Again, please make sure that you like me, that you see this fabulous sketch and you go, wow, what can I do with this? And all of a sudden you go, oh my God, I want to share this with Kevon. And you do so. So you put it in the comments below on my Facebook. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can contact me, okay, at ktstamps.com. You can contact me on my Facebook page. Let me know, all right? And I just thank you for being with me today. Really means a lot. So happy Wednesday, everybody. Take care. I'll see you next week. Love and kisses. Bye-bye.